Or the disrespect before you play, better button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day. It is Sunday. The weekend is still here, so we done still made it. Thank you for tuning in. Chapters down below, sub button right there. We posted yesterday. Hope you enjoyed that one. I also posted twice on TikTok, so I hope you guys enjoyed that as well. All the information down below. We got some hot ones. We got to unpack. Hope you're having a good day because it's about to get better. Let's go. All right, first up for the MenaRD, calling out fake content creators, buttons that need to be checked. This is kind of crazy. We've kind of seen something along these lines in the past, but now it looks like it's getting even more ridiculous. We're talking about AI, like fake artwork and whatnot. Now we're talking about fake matches altogether. So Mena posted this just like yesterday saying, these YouTube accounts are insane. Now they're making up matches. Laugh emojis. I've never bothered with these accounts. I don't care. But I have, but I have to draw the line at fake matches. Wait for me to play if you want my matches. So check this out. Here go the screenshot right here. And then it looks like, what did they post? MenaEVO champion or MenaEVO champion Sagat versus who fucking Blaz? So he put, I guess these are two different ones. Sagat versus, who the hell is Sagat? And then we got a Ryu and a Ken in the background. So are these two different matches? Insane FT5 rematch, Mena Ryu versus Blaz Ryu. Wait a minute. So are you saying Sagat somewhere, which I'm missing the damn point, but then we got Ryu versus Ken, and then down here, they're saying, I guess, Ryu, the mirror match, it already has over 8,000 views. Down below, people are like, oh damn, I was watching that earlier. I was thinking it was you. Mena responds saying, Blaz is in Chile and I'm in Boston. We can't play, I wish. Then somebody else responds saying, the tough thing is this channel's from the backyard. He says we are pioneers, but then down here going deeper, he said, I knew it was fake. They just randomly keep uploading the fights so fast that it's impossible to think you guys are really playing. Thanks God you exposed them. Mena responds saying, what they do is they save old matches and upload them as new, which I also don't care about, but I've never played Blaz online. And then he says in the comments, oh, check this out, y'all. It's our private accounts and we gave him permission to upload. So right here, I guess the Spanish translation, he says it's their private accounts and Mena and Blaz done gave this phony ass content creator their permission to upload. Isn't that some wild shit? This dude says, I don't even care. That's the interesting about Mena. Mena's like, I don't even care if you take my matches. Just take my actual matches and wait for me to play if you want my matches. The thing is, you're faking the matches. It's not even me in these damn sets. Then continuing on from there, others like, between AI and fake matches, it's a recipe for dislikes, and fake matches are on another level. And isn't this the fighting game equivalent of fantasy sports? Anyway, congratulations on your victory. Wait, isn't this the fighting game equivalent of fantasy sports? How y'all feeling about that? Either way, it's wrong. Incross posted this, just simply shaking his head, saying replay leeching is a highly competitive market. And yeah, I knew instantly this was fake. Never watched this channel. And it continues. But check this out. If we click on the damn channel, here you go, the King Arena. The King Arena down below looks like they've already dropped. Because if we go back, hold on. Let me go back to Mena's post. Oh, no. That was the view count. I thought that was his subs. Okay, so anyway, that was the view count. Damn, he got over 22,000 on that one. Anyway, continuing on, he got about 6.5 thousand. Not too bad. I think this channel was actually just created in January. Got everybody else's pictures up here, and I guess all of these are fucking fake. I'm not sure which of these are real, but if he's lying to that extent, where it's one thing just to post it, right, and be like, oh, my bad, I got the names wrong. Or my bad, it was actually two different players. It happens, right? I could see that. But he went as far to say is, this is not only them, I got their permission on their private accounts. If your level of lying is that deep, I mean, that leads me to believe that this shit is 90% fake, if not all fake. You know what I'm saying? Because damn, scammer vibes like a mug. Either way, continuing on. So he got Blaz versus Mena right here. So let's watch a little Mena versus Blaz, the Ryu mirror, just to see if we can figure out who the hell this actually is.
This will be a good fight. Round one. Fight. Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
Okay. Oh, perfect parry. Oh, let's stop. Let's stop. That's a sign from the internet connection gods, from the modem gods to stop because it started glitching. Now, I can tell just by the play style, one of these Ryus is Blaz, the other one is me, because that's my play. That's how I get down. I do that perfect parry and I nail that shit all the time. And if you don't know by now, I'm just pulling shit out my ass, kind of making stuff up. But what I'm trying to say is, it leads me back to that other argument. Remember y'all were saying the other day in the comments that, on Reddit, they were saying Street Fighter V has no personality. They were like, you can't even tell who's playing anymore because there's no uniqueness. You can't, like, nobody has like originality in the game anymore. So I wonder, that's the first thing that came to my mind when I started watching this match. Like, could we really tell at the end of the day whose Ryus this belonged to? Now, if it was a pro, maybe there'd be a shot in the dark, but I mean, there's a damn endless sea of Ryus online. So you can't really tell, I would think. But either way, wild as shit. Like, we've seen it before. I've seen AI. We even saw a channel where people were making voices for like Punk and Mena and all that, and it was hilarious. Now, I think it was their real matches at the end of the day, but the intros that they were doing was like them AI videos, like talking, and it was stupid funny. So I don't even know if people are rocking with that channel. But you definitely can't rock with this shit if your levels of lying, like the game is deep on this one. Anyway, that's it. How y'all feeling? Let me know. All right, next up for them, I don't want to hear that France EVO is not a real EVO when I win it. Buttons that need to be checked. Okay, so this is interesting because yesterday I was just talking about in my video the France numbers and how, yes, when you relate them to other EVOs, it's super low. It's obviously the weak link when it comes to EVOs. Now, one can make the argument that it's new. It's the first year, so of course the numbers are gonna be kind of low. They gotta build it up, right? I'm just talking about right now. I don't know if it gets better next year. I don't know if it gets lower next year. I just know when it comes to EVO, you got Vegas, that's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, right? It's right neck and neck with Japan numbers, because these last Japan numbers were out of this world. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is the EVO's the OG. Everybody, for the most part, considers Vegas the real one. The OG one, the main one, I should say. Japan, they consider that the hardest one, right? So they all got this prestige, right, of importance around them. But now we're adding some. We're adding France in a month. We're adding Singapore next year. So it just kind of feels with the numbers that were revealed recently that we're starting to spread EVO a little thin. Because as where we got over 4,000 in Street Fighter just alone for participants, we got over like, what was it, 6,000 or 8,000 just alone for Street Fighter in Japan, something crazy like that. We got 1,000 for France. So like I said, it's still early, meaning it can grow by next year. But obviously, I already said, you're gonna start hearing people you're gonna start hearing people say, oh, you won EVO? Which one did you win? You know what I'm saying? Starting to feel now that we're spreading EVO too thin. And I know the arguments out there like, no, it's cooler because more people get to finally travel to an EVO. Yeah, I get that. No, I get that, 100%. I don't get it. No, I do. I get that argument. I'm just still... Even Arslan Ash came out the other day talking about, I don't think this should happen. We should have one EVO. It should just be one EVO. But that's a debate that's never gonna go away. Even when we took a poll out here on Button Check, a lot of you agreed saying, nah, there should be multiple. But, we'll see how that goes because it gives people more of a chance to travel. I don't know. Just looking at these numbers though, it's cool, I'm happy for them. And obviously everything has growing pains. It might be bigger next year. But I don't know. I'm just getting the feeling for now that it's just, we're already spreading it too thin. Because if they say France, they're gonna be like, oh, okay. You won France. Sit down. Shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. That's what they're going to say for now because the entrants are so low. Like I said, it could grow. I don't know. I just have a feeling that we got this one and then we add even another one next year. To me, it feels like we're starting to spread it thin, and I could be me dooming too early, but it was interesting because I just talked about that yesterday, and now I see Noah posting this today saying, when I win EVO France, I don't want to hear it's not a real EVO because you guys don't like me. I have a gift to deliver. He posts this. No one loves to talk that shit. Underneath though, Martin says, so if you don't win EVO France, then it's not a real EVO though. I see your option selects. And I bet I'm going to tell you now that it ain't a real EVO. Never will it be, but good luck though. Damn. And it's not the real EVO. It's EVO France. And hope you win at least your pool And what's this one say? You don't want that smoke in France, buddy. And congrats in advance. I hope you win. Yeah, sure. But continue on. Right here saying it's good to dream, but you have to wake up too. And there you have it. Like I said, people are already saying it. They're going to say it. As soon as these numbers drop, it's automatically the lower level, the lower entry, the lower price pool by a lot. EVO, when we're comparing EVOs. I don't know what Singapore does. Does it blow this one out the water? Hell, I even saw some people say that capcom should be in France rather than Japan, because apparently it's easier to get to for more players. That's just a random comment I read, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, whoa, let's pump the brakes. Japan is alone taking Street Fighter 6 to another level. Like, they just recently did a World Warrior that had more entrants online than EVO did at one point. What was it, like the online EVO that we had? They had like over 2,000 Street Fighter entrants for a World Warrior. An online tournament, and this was just like a week or two ago, something like that.
残るかでも
そうですね
こうじゃ回っているまあ2番に仕込まれても残る
集団バランス有利
うおこの状況回復するぞこれ
ただ時間がマッチポイントにはなっている15秒どうなるグランドファイナル
なぜにひっくり返るかな
こう仕掛けたドグラ固く守るが残り10秒どうなる最高前に出て中段それでも立っている上バーンとしたインパクトある決まり手はオーリアンジャパン優勝は
Anyway, what I'm trying to say is Japan ain't going nowhere. Obviously, you don't need to go anywhere in Vegas. America ain't going nowhere because we're the originators, baby. That's what's up. But as far as anywhere else in the world, not trying to hate or shit on anybody because I think it's cool that more people get opportunities. I just wish if I could have my way that if they did these extensions of EVO, that it would be that. It would be like EVO something, EVO/something, a bracket, a circuit, not an actual EVO. Because I feel, once again, that we're spreading it too thin, man. And once you start winning these extra EVOs that are technically not up to par, not at least yet, not yet anyway, people are gonna look at you and be like, yeah, which one did you win though? And that was Butt Check family. Definitely let me know how you are doing. It is Sunday. Hope you guys are having a good one. I'm gonna do my best to post a second video today, but if I don't, I'll definitely see you tomorrow. So either way, thank you for joining us. Enjoy your day. And as always, I don't know what it is, but I know it's about to get better. Love y'all, fella. Peace!
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe!